Alright, so we learned heal, and well, we had heal aid, now we had heal. Only one way to test it, right? So we'll start off with heal. And then we're gonna learn guerrilla style exactly how much it heals. Hit! Okay, that was actually less damage than I was going for. Alright, 351 health. Hopefully this doesn't fully heal me. Oh, that is garbage. 150 health exactly. Alright, well, that's easy to keep track of. Now we will tune the other spell and compare. I assume it'll heal me for more because it does cost more, although that might be because it has an AoE now. And hurt myself a little more this time. We're at 236. So that's slower and more expensive. But it heals you for 200. No, 300. It was 236, right? Yeah, so it healed me for twice as much. But it does cost me like 40% of my current FP, which among other things will be a good reason to try to increase that meter. But it's one option for trying to heal. The question though is it worth allocating an entire Estus flask? Because people have suggested making one Ashen Estus flask for the specific purpose of trying to heal that way, suggesting it might be more efficient. The question is, how much does one Estus flask heal me for? Whoa. You jump off a ledge enough to... Oh, right, I have a ring that defends me when I'm hurt. When I fell off the cliff, it made a weird sound. I'm like, what happened to me? Alright, 130 hit points and Estus. 463, meaning one Estus flask heals you for 350-ish. Alright, so I've allotted 4 Estus, and oops, I didn't actually equip it. And we'll do our 2 Ashen Estus flasks, because this I went through it again, double tested, wrote down my numbers just to be sure. So, an Estus flask currently heals me for 335. It'll increase as I get more of those bone dust or whatever it was called. And I get 300 health from healing with my miracle. That said, with my current FP, I can heal twice per meter of FP, which means that basically it gives me the opportunity to get 600 health from an Estus flask instead of 335. That said, also, this math is all thrown up in the air and destroyed the moment I start doing weapon arts, which, of course, destroy my FP supply without healing me. So it'll be a bit of a toss-up. So it's a chance to stretch my Estus flasks longer and make them more efficient health point-wise, but it gives me an extra risk in that I do have to, if I want to use the magic heals, which are more Estus efficient, I do need to currently try to find a safe place to use them because I usually can't just roll away from combat and do a quick Estus flask the same way. It's not really. I think that's relatively quick. Yeah, that's got to be 2 or 3 times as long, right? Now here's an additional concern. The Ashen Estus flask heals 95 FP, so it doesn't actually reach my entire meter. It restores more than I think the 2 heals cost, but if I use any weapon arts to reduce it down to 0, it actually doesn't fill my meter up already. That's interesting. But I can confirm that it still is enough FP. The 95 is still enough to do the 2 miracle casts, which apparently cost me exactly 90. Right, because they're 45 each. Science math! So it finally happened! A lot of you don't necessarily know this, but every time I do a blind playthrough of a game, I'm just waiting for the moment where I'm going to do something that the audience sees as a colossal fuck-up, because it always happens. And this time it took a shockingly long time. A good example of this would be, that audio log was right in front of you on the bell tower in Witness, or in Salt and Sanctuary, doing the entire first boss fight and never firing my crossbow, which apparently everyone lost their shit over. Although, in my defense, I wanted to practice melee combat because that was my first boss fight, so of course I want to practice melee combat. But no one gets that, it's fine. In this case, I killed 2 NPCs in this last region, and it was funny to me because I played the whole region and I'm like, wow, this was a huge area and I explored it super thoroughly. I feel like I did a great job. then I upload the videos and it's like everyone's flipping out over these things that I did wrong. That even in the moment and even after I did them, I didn't realize I did anything wrong. The first one was that caged character that lived a little too long. I did not realize that was an NPC. In my defense, this is the one I don't really feel bad about at all. It's this. It looks exactly like all the other enemies in the area, and the other ones there also are kind of docile and don't attack you from very far away, but do try to attack you ultimately. So it's all about just getting in there quick and hitting them before they get you back. So I fought him the same way I fought all the other ones, and it didn't feel any different besides the slight hiccup of why does he have so many hit points? So that one I don't really feel bad about. But the bigger mistake was probably the giant, which in editing I of course see that there's a talk prompt on the screen while I'm fighting him, at least at the beginning. But that's incredibly easy to miss when you're actually thinking like, I'm in combat mode, I gotta fight. Because if you're playing Dark Souls and you're in combat and you're still being distracted by the press A prompts on the bottom of the screen, then all of the messages in the game are going to make you lose boss fights. You filter that stuff out really quickly once you think you're actually in combat, which I thought I was. I thought he was going to attack me, because I was getting Sen's Fortress vibes of let's go up this tower, and there's going to be a giant up here who's been attacking me, so I better get the jump on him, because that's what happened in Sen's Fortress. Then I saw a message on the ground that was all like, there's a tough foe ahead or something like that, so that just reinforced that thought. So I'm like, get him! And so I went and got him. And then I found out in the comments that apparently that was a terrible mistake. But you know what? That's what I love about these games, is that this is a game that's fantastic to play blind, and then fantastic to play again, because you can have a really unique experience that's only the way you play the game, and then you can learn all these things about how things went the first time around, and change things the second time. Like, all these little things I'm learning are just making me more excited about my second playthrough eventually, because of course I'm gonna play it again. It's Dark Souls. I played Dark Souls 2 4 times on this channel. It helped that there was a freaking expansion. Oh, by the way, got a torch. Let's look at how this looks like in the dark. It helped that the game got an expansion, standalone upgrade thing. But yeah, I played Dark Souls 2 4 times on this channel. You're gonna see a lot of Dark Souls 3. We'll have plenty of time to explore quest lines and talk to NPCs that I've killed. But the important thing is, hey, lesson learned. Now I know that apparently it seems to be some kind of reoccurring thing in this game that stuff that looks like an enemy will sometimes be a docile NPC, which in my memory never really happened very much in the previous games. It certainly didn't happen like, bam, like 4 guys in one zone are all actually NPCs. Because apparently that one guy that was walking around... Sorry, it looked a little glowy. I was wondering if it was an attackable tree like in the first game. That one guy that was walking around that wasn't attacking me with the giant saw and everything was apparently also a friendly NPC. And he probably disappeared because I killed the boss, or because I killed the other cage character. It's hard to say. Anyway, new zone. The Path of Sacrifice, or Road of Sacrifice, or something like that. Ooh. This might have been a zone from the beta? I never played the beta, but I saw like one screenshot, and this looks reminiscent of that. And he looks super friendly. That's horrifying. What is this Pan's Labyrinth nonsense? No, out of here. Oh no. Oh no. No. I don't like that at all. Okay, what? Okay. 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 What the fuck? So sometimes people give me shit for standing around and talking at a bonfire before I proceed, but that's a good example of why I do that, because that would have been a conversation stopper. That's the type of thing that needs my full attention. This zone, what in the world? Oh, hi. Yep. That would have been a bad time to find out that he's immune to backstabs. To plunging attacks, like it's a trap. Shivering Stone. Alright, so we're going to want to try to ambush those guys if we can, because them transforming seems to be really bad for me. Shivering Stone is not a consumable. Key? No, shard. Oh, undo weapon infusion. A gem of infused titanite, also known as a Stark Stone, reverses weapon infusion. Has the benefit of undoing the effects of infusion without reducing the reinforcement level. Ooh, nice. What? No! No! Why do you lie to me? Someone told me you can roll through the fake walls, which I probably should start doing so I don't accidentally attack with my weapon all the time. Although it doesn't seem to matter. Durability is not too bad. That thing's freaky looking. It's a spellcaster. It's very animated right now, but it does not seem to actually be aggro. That seems to just be its passive. Let's go up here for now. Hello. What is around here? Nothing, perhaps? Just an alternate approach? Okay. Here we go. But yeah, I'm always happy to do a blind playthrough of these games, and I'm very happy to make mistakes, because it just means more variance in the next playthrough. And you know, you only get to experience these games... Oh, crap. You only get to experience these games for the first time once. And I very much like doing it all completely blind. Because otherwise, spoiling it's a bummer. Going through knowing exactly what to do is like, it's not... You're playing to a walkthrough. If I did that, sure, I could probably get through Banner Saga with all my characters alive, but then I don't have my own personal story. I just have the walkthrough story. There'll be plenty of time to watch Vati Vidya videos and get spoiled in all the weird little secrets instead of finding them on your own. So there's two of these stabby guys and a caster. They're probably all really aggressive and a pain in the ass. Good time to heal with my weaker heal. Hey, how do you guys feel about fire? Guys? No? You think that would make them aggro? Can I just fight one? Oh, he's got a scythe. I feel like that's gonna be worse somehow. He's not approaching though. He wants me to fight them all at once, probably. They have 4 wings. That's just freaky looking. Alright. Friend. Well, those two are down. How about you? Oh, no. Whoa. Poison cloud. Good to get out of the way of that a little early. Hi, friend. And he's down. Kinda wanted to go for a backstab, didn't quite work out. Ooh. He tried to poison me, but he seems to have a minimum range where it doesn't work. Could this be love? Jumping off required. Oh, hello. Why, yes, jumping off is required ahead. There's also more over here. A dead end, it looks like? Or, no, I can hop down there, but it's a point of no return. Another one. Something sleeping over there. Item down there, too. Oh, yeah. Gonna be a lot of platforming off of ledges, then backtracking to get back to where you were. Who died here? Did they just fall off in a slightly different angle? Or is there a trap? Oh, that is a big fall. That is a big fall. Maybe I should just be a little preemptive about this? Let's see. Mira set. Strip some of my armor off. Yep, that hurts. In that situation, it's good to get your armor off, because at least in previous games, it usually reduces your falling damage, which is bad. Generally don't like dying of falls. There's Mira. It looks the same as all the other ones, so I didn't see it at first. There we go. Alright. Recover a bit. Look at me using my items properly. Alright. 1 flask down. Brigand twin daggers. Interesting. We've learned that that's a kind of a reoccurring thing in this game, is that now they have dual-wielding weapons instead of... They apparently completely removed all of power stancing from the game, that was in Dark Souls 2, and instead there are just weapons that have power stance variants, where instead of two-handing a dumb, one-handed tiny weapon that you would never two-hand, you now pop out a second one out of nowhere. So twin daggers, ooh. Kind of a bummer that their daggers would de-scaling. High dex requirement. I can use them right now. These paired daggers are the preferred weapons of the Brigands of Distant Land. When two-handed, the wielder holds a blade in each hand, allowing for divergent attacks that include left-hand moves. Quick Step. Instantly step behind or to the side of foes, especially effective when locked onto a target. Take a look at this one. So it's just a quick little dagger. But then, haha! And there's a little quick step right there. A little dash there. Could be a fun little moveset to play around with. But I don't think it'll be part of this character's specialization. And did I... Oh yeah, I never used the whip, did I? Sorry about that. Did I read the whip either? Leather whip that was never intended for use in combat. Of little use against armor and tough scales, but quite formidable against enemies with exposed skin. The skill is Impact. Strike from the left to evade shields and deal a stinging blow that temporarily slows stamina recovery. The shackles of bondage lie deep in the hearts of all mankind. That was a weird little outburst there. It scales with dexterity. If I remember correctly, these are like really awkward weapons. Oh, that's more of a... That might be more of a moveset than I expected. Okay, it looks better at least. Oh, look at that. Look at that. They improved the moveset of the whips, didn't they? Didn't the original whip just go wha-cha in a straight line in front of you really awkwardly? Look at that. That's pretty cool. That's genuinely a cool moveset with a nice range and everything. Not the worst starting damage, and it scales with dexterity. It's entirely possible at some point in this playthrough I'll get the spare materials to level up a whip, and then we'll just play around with that for a little while. But right now, I'm gonna try to live. Hi. Didn't expect you around here. Friend? Friend? Not friend. Not friend. Not friend. Not friend. This is what I get for giving in to all you pacifists in the comments. What? Oh no. She made her weapon more dangerous. I don't like that. Poke, 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 poke. Hit. I used up all my stamina. It was a mistake. Yep. She looks a lot like Maneater or the Butcher, whatever she was, from Lighttown. That was a bad roll. Oh no. Made a mistake there. Don't really want to knock her off. She might drop something. There we go. Hi. Bye. The butcher knife. And an entire brigand set. Yeah, she does very much resemble the crazy and almost naked lady that attacks you in Blighttown on your way to the Chaos Switch. And so on. Dropped a butcher's blade. Can't use that. 24 strength. Butcher's knife with an oddly large blade wielded by the madwoman haunting the road of sacrifices. Squarely landed hits restore hit points. Ooh. Back in the undead settlement, the woman acquired a taste for human flesh, for which she took glee in partaking. Skill is sharpened, so that's what she was doing. Sharpening the blade increases hit point restored with each successful hit. Okay, interesting. So she was planning... So she was, continually buffing her ability to hurt, to steal hit points from me. Look at... That is a satisfying strength weapon. Nice. How's the... oh, and it has A strength scaling. Okay. I'll have to keep that weapon in mind if I ever do a strength playthrough. Because, the big problem I have with strength weapons is they're so goddamn slow sometimes. But that could be a fun little weapon. Maybe I could play through the game Bloodborne style for a bit. Brigand axe. Okay, guys. A few fewer weapons would be okay. Let's see. They're all back to back. Where is the brigand axe anyway? There we go. Axe favored by brigands of a distant land. Warcry is the skill. Surprisingly sturdy battle axe that requires more strength to wield than a standard axe. 14 strength, D scaling. Because it's a poopy weapon. Pretty much what you'd expect from an axe. Very standard moveset. Onwards! To poke things in the butt. Oh. That's the... Let's see, that's the bridge I saw that I think someone was sleeping on. I don't think I saw that guy from that angle before. So I'm now below that drop-off point, so it's a good thing I didn't drop off, because I got here anyway. And did I get the item? Yeah, I guess the brigand axe was that little thing I saw on the ledge down there. So that's that piece of loose end taken care of. Am I gonna get... So do I get ambushed here? Expecting ambush. So I can walk right up here. There's the guy that's passed out. There's another one sitting there. Are you sick or something? What's your deal? How about you? Oh! I had alerted him with my rolls. Is the other one gonna wake up? I can't get past the sleeping one. Alright, well, hit! I can't wait for all the comments telling me that that was an NPC and that I've missed out an entire quest line. That's not a... Aw, I want a backstab. I wonder if because of the wings they're unbackstabbable, or if I'm just slightly missing the hitbox. Both entirely possible. Titanite shard? Yeah. Is that the last one I needed? It was. I think it's the last one. I think I still need 6 for the rapier, right? That'll be my opportunity to get my damage up. We'll wait for myself to die or something though, because I don't want to fight through what I've fought so far. Alright, so we're back to where we fought the spellcaster guy. Went and hurt myself. It is satisfying to be using a miracle. And I assume that'll scale with my... I assume the heal itself will also scale with my faith skill. Oh, this is just a dead end. Oh, there's weird glitches in the shadow over there. That's unfortunate. They're not supposed to come over here and look back and see this not great part of the level. Something about From Software games remind me very specifically of a lot of old school games on like the Nintendo 64 and stuff like that. Like if you've ever like broken your way out of a level in GoldenEye, for example, and just realize like, oh, you go like 10 feet out of the area you're supposed to be in and everything just doesn't have textures all of a sudden. And From Software games remind me of that, which is totally fine, because they clearly focus on what the right things with how good the games turn out in general. That guy gonna try to poison me? Yeah, okay. I would like to avoid that guy's poison range, so let's just let the other guy come for me. They seem to be in plenty aggressive mode right now. Hi. Oh. Hello. How are you doing today, sir? It is a fine evening to be a horrible winged ghoul monster. Seriously, what are you? I'm kind of freaked out. Okay, backstab confirmed. Now we know. And he dead. Oh, he's not dead, but now he's dead. Because apparently, even though he has wings, he can't fly. That ongoing joke in Dark Souls games. Oh, look, a winged enemy. I can't wait to knock him off the cliff to kill him. Oh, no. He has a scream that wakes them all up. Well, obviously I'm not going to walk into your poison cloud now. You ruined the mood. I'm going to go up here and try to sort of split them up a little bit. There we go. Oh, God. I may have made a mistake. Ha ha ha. Where's the way out? I lost track of where I was. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Alright. So, I misstepped a little bit. But yeah, even though they're covered in wings, they apparently can't fly. So, you can still... Oh, that guy's all glowy-eyed. I'm concerned. You got a little poopy in your eye? He's got... That's a serious pink eye. Who invented glowy eyes that have, like, streaks behind them? Because that's it's a kind of a weird concept when you think about it. Okay. 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 I'm gonna go off this cliff now. Don't mind me. Oh, crap. That's not what I meant. I meant the little cliff, not the... Yeah. That's not a positive situation. Well, I died, so I just popped some hard soul and level up that rapier. Here we go.
Be careful.
Became a bit of a self-fulfilling prophecy, didn't it? Well, one convenient thing about my death location is that my souls were just right there up on that bridge anyway. So I'm wondering if I can just make a break for it. If that's even a reasonable thing to do. Bye! After all, everyone has to slowly go into wing mode, right? So what if I just get up right in this guy's stuff? I guess they're still gonna come after me anyway. Oop. Did he get the scream off though? Are they all after? No, that one's still passive. They're not quite all after me right now. Oh god, my stamina. That's not a backstab. I'm trying. Not always easy to get the right angle. Ember, hey. Shivering stone. Buddy, old pal. Buddy? What you doing? Oh my god. Alright, that was concerning. Oh, that wasn't... I went for a plunging attack, but I did not fall. I just slid down the topography for a bit. People have been wondering why I don't ember. And honestly, I probably should. Similar questions came up of why I don't use humanity in Dark Souls 2, and it mostly came down to that in Scholar of the First Sin, I was trying to conserve it because I knew it could sometimes become a finite resource when you least want it to be. But in this game, you don't constantly lose more and more of your health bar all the time. So for that reason, it's more reasonable just to spend it whenever, I guess. Looks like I lose about 200 hit points right now, whenever I, hello, items. Looks like I lose about 200 hit points right now whenever I, consume humanity. Or whenever I die and lose my ember, I mean. Looks like if I drop down, I'll get back up there. And there's a drop-off point down here. I'm gonna want to unequip a few things. Just to try to help with the weight. Because I think that still helps with your fall damage. I think. Mira. They're all nice and easy to find. Everything's in slot 2. There we go. How'd you die? Let me guess, you fell off a cliff. Oh, you're fighting something. What are you fighting? Did one of those birds drop down here? Is that a dog? Is it just a dog, or is it something special? Is it a whole is it a whole pack of dogs? I get the feeling all these bloodstains are just somebody fighting something, so it's not really informative. Oh, there's two, at the very least. This one seems interested in me, though, so maybe I can get his attention. Block one of his attacks, then stab a bit. Here he comes. Whoa! Why is his belly all bloaty? Oh, bye. Why is his belly all bloated? That's gross. Get off. Get off. Get off. Get off. Yeah. Yeah. I'm having trouble getting him to fall off without risking jumping off myself. Alright. Gross. So I guess he's had a very successful time here. And he's just bloating with how much he's eaten. But of course he's an undead zombie dog, so it's like he doesn't really... Ooh, Braille Divine Tome. Hey! Already? Cool. That's a tome I can give to my vendor. The one that's specially for me. And Morn's Ring. Oh, did that thing eat Morn, whoever that is? I'm thinking yes. Yeah, it's like the Walking Dead situation where or a lot of zombie stories, because actually like the original like voodoo zombie from back in the day, like the original thing that this whole craze comes from, was like just this undead creature that would just eat, and because it wasn't alive anymore, it couldn't digest, so it would just bloat and bloat until it ruptured as it got more and more food inside of its system. So zombies are freaking gross based on their origin, and that's an undead dog, so it probably ate an entire person, and now it's still running around as an undead dog, but with just like a bunch of stuff in it, because despite its constant desire to eat, it doesn't actually benefit much from eating. Morn's Ring, oh, boosts miracles. A malformed ring given to Knights of Carim, boosts miracles. Morn served the goddess Catha, and later became an apostle of the Archbishop. They labored together to provide comfort to the suffering. I'll take that over the Bloodbite Ring, I think. I had to stop myself for a second there. Actually, I'll take that over Tearstone Ring. I feel like you usually die before you have time for the low health effect to actually take place. Yeah, that should be good. I'll test at some point how much it heals me when I use a miracle, but right now I'm not very hurt. And I'll try to remember the number I got from earlier. No, it was 300. It was 300, so we'll see if how much higher the heal gets from now. I assume it works on beneficial and defensive and healing miracles and not just offensive ones. But testing is for... That's what testing's for. So I think I got basically everything back there. Could be an invisible wall. Could be... Ooh, check up here. I never checked over here for a drop-off point. I guess I would have seen it from the other side, though, because this is the open, visible gorge from over here. Alright, we'll see. I'll try to get to a new bonfire at first, at least, before I try to hand in the Braille Tome, so I don't have to go through that whole area again. Oh, hi. Hi, bonfire.